What's going on? Welcome to the video. Today what I do is I take you behind the scenes of one of our Modern Man group coaching calls, which I hold every Monday night at 8 p.m. I've been doing this for years, where I chat with some of the guys one-on-one, help them plan for the upcoming week, and just give you an inside look as to what kind of things we're working on and what kind of things we're doing in our programs to help see the best possible results. So I hope you enjoy the video. We talk about a number of topics on this video of different stuff that the guys are going through. We talk about body recomposition, which is basically working on losing fat and building muscle over the same duration of time. We talk about the fat loss phases that the guys are in. We talk about like good carb sources. One of the guys asked for a whole bunch of good carb source ideas that he can use in his weekly nutrition plan, so I give you a whole bunch of those, and we just talk about what we're up to. So I really hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, consider subscribing to my channel because I make new videos just like this every single week. Happy August 1st. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week. I think I touched base with both of you guys for our check-in yesterday, so this should be pretty smooth, and we'll see if anyone else hops on. But I'll start with you, Dave, because I think you hopped on first. How was your weekend? And I believe you had your mother's birthday or something that you had some cake for?
Yeah, so just my mom's birthday, and I had a piece of cake that I actually weighed out and was disgracefully heavy, but awesome. It was 9 ounces.
Okay.
So it was not just a small piece of cake. It was very healthy, and it was fantastic. And that was it. I was done after that, though.
Nice.
But it didn't affect me at all. It kept me up a little bit at night just because I'm not used to that much sugar. But yeah, it's like I went to the gym the next morning and I really feel like I had a great workout too. And I really think that just having those extra calories in my system was beneficial for me to like plow through a really great workout.
Cool. Yeah, man. It's, birthdays only come around once in a while, right? So you got your birthday, your mom, whatever, another friend or relative, and it's hard to turn down birthday cake, and you shouldn't turn it down. So
especially when I custom ordered it, so I knew what I wanted and I knew what she wanted. So
nice.
I can't turn it down.
Yeah, and you earned it, right? It's like,
I
man,
did.
it's really not a concern when you're being so consistent week after week, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. So good stuff. And, we saw what we wanted as far as a little bit of a trend up in the weight, just slightly. I think it was about 1/4 of a pound or so, maybe 3/4 of a pound. That's honestly, like when I'm in a lean bulking phase, that's the rate that I'm aiming for. I'm aiming for 1/4 of a pound per week, because that's going to be slow enough where we know it's probably mostly muscle mass. If you're gaining 2, 3, 4 pounds in a week, we're tagging along some body fat with it too. So obviously we're trying to limit that. So for that reason, we'll run it back with, we're running it back with the same macros, right? I'm trying to remember
same macros, just to see if it holds consistent, or even if I add an additional 1/4 pound or half a pound or whatever. But I can tell just from like seeing myself that there's a lot of body recomp going on. I mean, you could see it in my photos too. There's no fat that's being added. It's a lot of muscle mass. It's a lot more definition, and I can kind of feel it at the gym too. Like I can feel the sets getting stronger. I'm getting better. I'm constantly having to change the weight up a little bit, or I'm adding in more reps. So yeah, there's a lot of body recomp happening.
Yeah, it's so interesting because there's been a number of cases where like someone like yourself, like over the first few months, you may build a couple pounds of muscle, but from the progress photos, it's clear that like you're also getting leaner and seeing more definition and losing fat. So it's very possible if, over the next month or 2 months, if you gain a couple pounds, it's very possible you will have gained more than just a couple pounds of muscle mass, because you're almost certainly losing a couple pounds of fat as well, right? So like, I don't know, it's not uncommon to think that you might gain 4, 5, 6 pounds of muscle and lose 3, 4, 5 pounds of fat, which wouldn't show much of a weight difference, but it's, that it's because we're coming at it from both sides. So just keep crushing it. Because the photos are looking great.
I had a question for you about maintenance calories.
Mhm.
So the more weight that I put on, the more workout that I do, my maintenance calories are getting higher. Could those maintenance calories be growing at a faster rate than what we're changing our calories? Like, am I still in a calorie deficit because I'm lifting more and just changing my workouts a little bit more? I mean, does that constantly fluctuate? Am I like always chasing my own tail with that?
In a way, like you're definitely improving your metabolism and your body's ability to handle more food
Okay.
as you've been strength training consistently, strength training hard, paying more attention to your steps, getting in more steps per day, even doing a little bit of additional cardio. Like the more active you are, the better your metabolism is going to be, and you're going to be able to handle more food. So I don't necessarily think that your maintenance calories are necessarily always creeping up, but your maintenance calories just are likely higher than, like what we were eating at the beginning.
Yeah.
That your maintenance calories are probably higher than that. And you're probably doing what we were just saying, body recomping, adding a little muscle, losing a little fat from starting a new program and being super dialed in with your macros from day one. That's the perfect recipe for body recomp. So that's why we probably didn't see much of a change in weight for the first month or two, because of that reason. And your maintenance calories, I wouldn't be surprised based on your steps and your activity level if it's 2,600, 2,700 calories, so like in that ballpark. So right now we sort of feel like we may still be in a deficit, or, this is the first week really that we're trending up, but I mean, no one knows for a fact what your maintenance calories are. They could be 24, they could be 25, but it's somewhere in this range and somewhere in this ballpark. And we're building up to that. And eventually we'll cross over to a point where you're trending up in weight pretty much every week, right? So when we see that, like 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row, that's how we know you're now definitely in a surplus. So right now, seeing a trend up for 1 week, even by that amount, it doesn't even necessarily mean that you're in a surplus just yet, right? It could be a spike on the scale that kind of inched up the weekly average a little bit, had a little bit of cake or whatever, right? So we'll see how it goes this week. But, I think that we will, I guess the short answer is your body will be adapting to how much you're eating, and which is why we'll continuously be increasing it. On the other hand of that, when we decide to lose body fat and, start trying to lose weight again, almost like the first few adjustments where we trend down in food will almost certainly make you start losing some weight right away, right? Because your body will be built up to 3,000, 3,200, or whatever we build up to. So the second we go down to 2,800 or 2,700, you should start seeing a trend down on the scale. So it's interesting how your body adapts to that amount, and how it impacts your ability to lose and gain over time.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. And that's why I do the check-ins weekly, right? Like, because I really do want to evaluate what's going on, every 7 days. Yeah, but good question.
Okay. All right, cool. Thanks.
All right, Robert, you're up, man. So how's your Monday going? I did have a look at your spreadsheet, and I know that we touched base as well over our check-in. So how are you doing, and how's your week looking?
Oh, it's looking good. Yeah, I talked, I think last week I said to you that I have a lot of PTO left over, so I'm using it all before it's gone. So hence that's why I was at the gym so early this morning. I was able to get a morning workout, and I plan to do it again tomorrow and the next in the next couple of weeks. Well, next week too. This week and next week. Yeah. So I think so. I'm just going to take advantage of that.
Yeah, man. And how are you feeling with adding in the refeed day in there last week? Like, did you feel like that helped or made Any noticeable difference in this first week using it yet?
Yeah, I did. Definitely did. I think I did on Saturday, when I worked out on Saturday and even Sunday. It kind of like carried me over, like,
Yeah.
because I definitely felt, because today, not so much. It was, yeah, today was a bit more of a struggle. It might have had something to do with that, as well as the fact that it was like so early in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, but no, but it definitely made a difference for Saturday's workout and Sunday's workout.
Cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's one of the major benefits of it, is that, of course, a refeed day, gives you kind of a break with hunger, right? And it kind of refuels your system, and it's something to look forward to. So often it's like easier to adhere to your program for the 6 days leading up to it. In your head, you've got that coming, but also it's got the performance benefits, right? So if you train that day, it'll almost certainly be a better workout, but also the next couple days should be a little bit better than, the other days where you're not coming off a refeed day, right? So it makes like half the week maybe like a little bit better in regards to
Right.
workouts, and then it sort of fades out, right? And you're probably ready for another one.
It's coming, I know.
Yeah. But what did you do you feel like you were able to get to the macros pretty easily, or did you find yourself kind of struggling to figure out what to have?
For the refeed day?
Yeah,
Well, actually, this past week it was easy because I actually had pasta. So
perfect. Yeah.
yeah, I actually found this brand in Lidl. It's a chickpea pasta. That's very high in protein. It's like 20 grams of
Oh, wow.
protein.
Okay.
So it's, so I was able to eat more and low in carbs. So it was actually, so I actually got to eat more of
Mhm.
that than I normally, than standard pasta,
Right.
regular durum wheat pasta would be like. Yeah.
Cool.
So it was good. Yeah. So I made pasta and sauce on Friday.
Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, man, let's stick with the same macros for this week, and we'll keep the same refeed day in there and see kind of how we're um doing with the second week of that, and see where your weight's at as well. Did you have any kind of updates in your head as far as like timelines go, with this fat loss phase, and like
Yeah.
has anything changed, or do you feel like you want to keep going with it?
No, I want to keep going.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. No, I want to keep, ride it out a little bit longer.
Sounds good. And figure at least the rest of the month of August then.
Yeah, I was thinking like going into September, and then
Perfect
maybe
timing.
even
Yeah,
start and
that's a good
start
way to do it. Yeah,
reverse.
that's a good way to do it heading into the fall, and it's just a good timing that way. But
Right.
so yeah, so let's stick with the macros one more week. We could go a little bit more aggressively, but probably not for a super long amount of time. Right now that we've got the refeed day in there, it'll help for sure. So let's go one more week, see if we're getting a trend down, and if we're not, we'll make a little adjustment down in the macros. And if we are trending down again, then great. We didn't need to make an adjustment anyway. So does that work for you?
Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Cool. Sounds good. All right then. Any other questions for you?
No, not for me.
All right, cool. All right, Jordy, what's up, man? Happy Monday.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I just actually had a homemade pizza. Me and Morgan
Oh,
made a homemade pizza for the first time ever. So I ate half of it.
yeah. How did it turn out?
It was good. It tasted good
Uh-huh.
because I haven't had pizza in a while, and she's dairy free. So we made half of it with vegan cheese, and the other half I used like my fat-free mozzarella cheese.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, it was pretty good, but it was so messy because I think we put on too much tomato sauce. So it was like the messiest thing I've ever eaten. It was like all over my face. And it was like I had to like shower when I was done. Well, not shower, but I had to like, like really wash my hands and like wash my face after.
Mhm.
So we learned that for next time. But
That sounds awesome though. And since
yeah.
you made it, like you know everything that went in it, so
Yep. The
tracking the
macros
macros.
were solid. The macros were 114 carbs. Again, half of the pizza. So
Mhm,
not bad. At 114 carbs, only 10 fat because I used the fat-free cheese,
mhm.
49 protein. because the fat-free cheese has 10 grams of protein per serving. I use 3 servings. I was thinking next time maybe I'll throw some lean ground beef on it, or ground turkey, or ground chicken even, and get like another 30 grams of protein from that.
I should do that. That sounds really great. I
Yeah,
had
and
some pasta over the weekend, but it wasn't nearly as protein heavy as yours sounds.
yeah, and it only took 10 or 15 minutes in the oven. Like, I was shocked at how easy and quick it was. So I think we're adding that into the rotation now.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I'll have
Yeah,
to try that.
for sure, for sure. I did get back to your check-in. So it sounds like you had a good week, a good bounce back week from feeling sick, and your workouts. And for this week, do you have any questions or anything you want to go over?
Nothing that came to mind really. Yeah, no, I saw your email. I read through it. Everything sounds good. I guess the only question that I had is, I guess just to remind me what some of your go-to carbs are, just because I'm gonna probably try to go grocery shopping sometime this week, and I really want to try to vary up my meals a bit.
For sure. Yep. So for some go-to carbs, um, as far as including it with your meal, some of my favorites are really like the big 3 is rice, pasta, potatoes, right? And potatoes is always the one that I neglect or don't think of, because I was raised with like pasta. My mom's 100% Italian. So those are the 3 that I include with like generally with all of my meals, is one of those 3: rice, pasta, potatoes, also bread. But like, I've been looking for bread lately that has as much fiber as possible for as few carbs as well, right? Especially in a fat loss phase when you're trying to save options. So like an English muffin, one of the English muffins that I used in my fat loss phase was, I think, the whole grain one or multi-grain one. It was like only 23 carbs, but you get like 8 grams of fiber or something from it. I also have, now I've been getting these wraps, these like carb balance wraps, which are like 15 or 18 grams of carbs and like 12 or 15 grams of fiber, which is like a game changer. So I had one of those with my eggs. I've been putting my eggs in there. So yeah, those different varieties of breads. But the next kind of best option is fruit and vegetables, right? The more fruit and vegetables you can have, the more you'll be filled up. Super easy. You don't have to cook them, right? So, I mean, I like apples and bananas a lot. I also usually get strawberries or some sort of berries to put with either my cereal or my yogurt. Strawberries are like super low carb for the amount that you can eat. That it's like 100 grams in weight is like 7 carbs. So that's what I do there. Cereal, right? I get the high fiber cereal. It's Fiber One is the brand. 18 grams of fiber per serving, which is like ridiculous. And then I've also been getting the Premier Protein cereal, which
I've never had that one before.
Yeah, I find it in my grocery store. And they had a mixed berry flavored one, but they just now stocked up and had a chocolate flavored one. So I've been mixing 1 serving of the Premier Protein cereal, chocolate one, with the Fiber One cereal. And then what I've been doing is putting it with like 4 or 5 ounces of almond milk, my chocolate peanut butter protein from Transparent Labs, shaking it up, using that as the milk for the cereal. And it's a chocolate peanut butter cereal, which has like, with the 28 grams of protein from the shake and the 20 grams of protein from the protein cereal, I'm getting like 50 grams of protein from my cereal.
Wow, that's really good. Okay. I'm glad I asked. Thank you. Those are all really good options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shopping
tastes
tomorrow,
good.
so I definitely wanted some new ideas.
For sure, for sure. And a few others, I guess. I mean, those are the main ones I go with, I would say. Yeah, those are the main ones. Rice cakes and honey are the other 2. So that's been my go-to pre-workout snack. I'll have like 2 or 3 rice cakes. I'll put my Greek yogurt on it. I think I've told you guys this like a million times before. And then I put the honey over the chocolate rice cakes and stuff. So That's good too. And those are like, that's like fast acting carbs absorbed super quickly. So like, that's why I like it before my workout. Um, so yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. I'll
Yep.
definitely take those into consideration now that I'm like, lowering my carb intake a bit.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. And I like the wraps when you're eating lower carb because again, only 15 carbs, you still get to have like a sandwich type of meal with it. And you're racking up if you're getting the higher fiber one, like it's a game changer. So yeah. Do you have any other questions for this week or?
No, that's it. I might ask you for some other suggestions later down the week, but like that's the only thing. I just want to like dial in my nutrition this week as much as I can.
For sure. Yeah. You guys know for me this year, I've been really focusing on my fiber intake because like I've gotten the macros down. I can hit my macros consistently. And once you can do that, it's like, all right, look at the quality of the foods you're eating. Right. And one thing that I've noticed is the fiber intake is like almost a direct reflection of the quality of your carb sources. Right. So if you're eating 300 carbs a day or however many carbs you're eating per day, but you're only getting in 10 grams of fiber or 15 grams of fiber, chances are there's some improvement there in the quality of food choices. So I've been trying to go with like a lot of these grains, a lot of these higher fiber options, trying to get fruits and vegetables in each day. So I've been adding like spinach in with my eggs like every single day. I've been using like a whole bag of spinach like every couple days. So it matters in how you feel. Like it does make a difference in how you feel and stuff. But cool, man. So yeah, and I did tweak the macros as well. So you're good with that?
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. A little update on me. So I am now a week or 7 or 8 days out of my last show, my men's physique show. Or yes, 7 or 8 days out. It feels like it was a month ago, but it was only been a week. And I'm eating more food right now. I'm eating 265 carbs, I think it is, 55 fat, and 210 protein. So definitely more than I was eating at the end of my fat loss phase, but still not enough to like gain weight. Like, I'm still weighing in at the same amounts as I was last week. And I'm hungrier than ever. It's really weird. It's like my body is like so hungry and craving so much. And I'm not sure why, but it's almost like harder to be true to my macros and not snack all throughout the day, harder than it was during prep, which is weird. But to be fair, my workouts have been like insanely better. Like exponentially better in the last week, already moving up in weights, already getting stronger, already feeling better. And I think that's just due to having, my peak week where I was eating more food. And then this second week of eating a little bit more food as well, where I'm already feeling the benefits of the additional carbs. And because I'm training so much harder, so much better, I'm probably hungrier, right? So that's where I'm at, but I'm basically reverse dieting, transitioning to a muscle building phase where I'm going to gain some muscle mass and increase my weight, but I'm going to do so slowly and gradually so that I stay relatively lean, relatively shredded, because I want to, but also because I do have that photo shoot coming up on Sunday, which I still want to look great for, right? I don't want to like be one of those people who gains 20 pounds a week after the show type of thing. So that's what I'm up to. And that brings me to kind of my last point, which is the meetup on Sunday, right? So I'll be doing my photo shoot as of now from 10 to 11. So, I don't know if you guys are still wanting to meet up, but it looks like David and Jedediah are planning to come and meet up with us, do a workout. Jay, who lives in Manhattan as well, and Oren, who we may use his building's gym for the workout. So it looks like at least 4 of us probably be there. Do you guys think you might want to join still, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I want to go.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd like to join. I'm still trying to figure out my schedule for the weekend. So right now I'm kind of a maybe, but I'd like to go.
Okay.
I don't think I can go. No, I can't go on Sunday. I have Mets tickets.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I just looked.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So yeah, it'll be fun either way. So if you guys want to, if you can make it, and if you are able to get a session in, then great. It'll probably be around 11:30 or like 12, like pretty much as soon as possible after that photo shoot. But keep me posted on that. Otherwise, anything else that you guys got going on, or any questions, or we think we're all good for the week?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
No, I don't have anything.
Cool. Yep. Well, let's crush it. First week of August, like as I've been telling you guys, this is the really the difficult period in the year, right? To stick to your training, stick to your nutrition, and just do the best you can the rest of this month, because it's going to get probably very noticeably easier once the calendar turns to September, as weird as that sounds. But like, people are going back to school. People aren't getting out of work as early. People aren't going on trips, vacations, not traveling as much, weekend stuff, weddings, like all this stuff really calms down in September. So just do the best you can to keep showing up, keep logging in your tracker, keep filling out your check-in forms. And if we can make it through these next 4 weeks on top, then we're going to be in a great spot to just hit the ground running, have that clear runway from September really until Thanksgiving Day, right? It's like September, October, November, 3 full months of like just crushing our fitness goals. And then of course, Thanksgiving Day or, Thanksgiving weekend, we'll enjoy ourselves, but then it's really another 3 weeks until the other holidays, right? So it's going to be a lot easier to make some good ground on our fitness goals for the rest of the year after this. So keep crushing it.
Already can't wait for the holidays to be over.
I know. I'm like getting anxiety as you're talking about it. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Gotta get a Halloween outfit already, man. All right, guys, have a great day. Let me know if you need anything. Robert, I know for you, I've got to put together a couple sample meal plans. I'll work on that tomorrow.
Well,
If anyone else, what was that?
No, it's a thank you. I forgot.
Yeah, that stuff you got looks really good. So yeah, if anyone else needs anything, let me know. And let's make it a great first week of August. All right.
Great.
Great.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Enjoy your week, guys.
Bye, everybody.